Okay, we tried to record yesterday a quick video on a work that we make on striking defense, the cross defense, but the audio was bad, so we deleted the live video and we're trying to make a short and quick video where we can address some issues and show you some drills that we use in our school. Basically, one of the issues that you get when you train punch defense is that, like in the worst traditional martial arts, you have the attacker that strikes and stays, and from that position, from that position you can do bam, 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 or everything you want. The reality is that when you have a skilled attacker, his arm is not going to stay here. So, lavora un po' di cross liberi, vai. No, cross, solo cross. Okay, this is the kind of movement that we have. So, this can be an issue from some people because they are not, especially beginners, they're used to this kind of contact movement. So we try to add a bit of movement and we try to add a bit of surprise. Normally, we do this drill with both people with gloves. I'm gonna go in empty hands just for the purpose of the drill, and I'll show you one extra that you can add. So the first thing we want to do is just input. Okay, we are ready. I'm gonna give him input, and he is going to throw the cross. So it's going to be like this: boom, boom. I touch, boom, and he goes. I touch, and he comes. I can touch here, and he comes. Okay, this is the best way to give more of impact immediately and work on a bit of surprise. So I don't have to wait and leave him with a arm stretch that is unrealistic. I can touch here, I can touch there, and every time he moves. And on this kind of a development, I build the different approaches I can have. I can have sciolto, tocco party. I can have boom, boom. I can have simple deflect. I can get to shoulder roll finish shell. So boom, 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 boom. Or I can work on covering. Okay, so here with the space. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and this is the first stage. You basically decide when it's time to get attack, but at the same time you cannot control the distance, you cannot control the speed of his attack. And this is a good way to train different skills. Of course, pairing, covering, and shoulder roll, they have all the different applications when it comes to real life combat. It's not combat sports, it's something different. I'm not going into this subject now. Okay. Second approach is when he becomes a more complete attacker, he is the one to decide the tempo and the attack. He's going to work on jab cross now. Jab is just like a check on my hand. I give a good target, and he's going to work again free. Okay? As we do. Vai, vai. Pum, pum. Vai. Pum, pum. Vai. Pum, pum. Vai. Pum, pum. Vai. Pum. Vai. Pum. Vai. Okay. So, in this case, his jab is like open to the fight. So it gives me a first sign, and then I can work. It can be also done, this is the first variation, working on covering. So, adesso lavori col jab e tenta verso il mio volto, vai, pum, e poi vedi il cross, vai, pum, pum, vai, pum, pum, vai, pum, pum, bello, vai, jab, pum, pum, vai, pum, pum. Okay, so I work on adapting the covering. Another option we can have is very funny and simple. You can have a focus pad. This does the usual work, and then I work like a normal defender. So adesso tu lavori tranquillamente col jab, quindi come vuoi, e poi ti ricrossi in modo che lo possa difendere, vai. Vai. No, vai, 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 vai. 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 Okay? This is the kind of feedback. The third stage of this drill is free. So we get into fighting stance, regular fighting distance, but we can play with stances, we can play with distance, and he's free to throw the cross. He can make feints, but just working with the cross. No other punches in the mix. So it's going to be boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and slightly I start moving and I start to see if I can counter, how I can counter, where I can counter, if I can engage, if I can close the distance and clinch, or if just to move out. Okay, this is just a quick drill. We had good results with this kind of working out school. So if you want to introduce a little bit of emphasis on striking and proper striking, give it a try. Hit us in the comments, like it or not. Your feedback is always important. And once